Welcome to CodeSoft. In this video, we are going to talk about stored procedures in SQL. So let's get started. Now, what is stored procedures? So if you have some experience with the programming languages, then you might have studied regarding functions. So stored procedure is just the same as functions in any of the programming languages. So if I talk about the definition, a stored procedure is a prepared SQL code that you can save so the code can be reused over and over again. So basically it is some particular query that you have saved somewhere, and whenever you have to reuse that query you do not have to write all that query again. So it can be very large, maybe 100-line query, so you do not want to write that 100 lines again and again or copy or paste. So you just can store that particular query and use it later any number of times you want. So this is the main particular use of any stored procedure. So like, you can also pass parameters to the stored procedure so that the stored procedure can act based on the parameter values that is passed, similar to parameterized functions in programming languages. So basically, if you actually want certain values to be used in that stored procedure, you can also do that by passing certain parameters. So in this video, I will be discussing all those types. Now, first thing is, how do we actually create this stored procedure? So basically, when I talk about stored procedure, there are two steps that are involved. The first one is the creation part, where we actually create and write that 100 lines code that we actually want to save, right? And the second part is the calling part. So calling part is just a single statement with the help of which we can execute all that 100 lines that we have actually stored, right? So so this step we just need to follow once, and then we can just populate the stored procedure by calling them again and again wherever required, right? So if I just see the syntax that we follow in creation of the stored procedure, so it is very simple. First we need to write create procedure and then the name of the procedure. It can be anything. You just need to name it any relevant, you just have to give it a relevant name that you can use in later part and you can understand the code as well, right? So the syntax goes like create procedure, procedure name, then as, and after as we write a begin and end, and between this begin and end we actually write the body. So here body refers to the particular query that we want to reuse. So all the reusable code comes under body and the rest of the part is same. So this is a general syntax of any stored procedure you need to follow, and inside body you can enter anything whichever you want to reuse, right? So I think this is fine. Now if you have to call a stored procedure, it is very simple. Just write the name of that procedure name in the particular line whenever you have to call, or you can also write execute and then the name of the procedure. So this calling part can be followed any number of times, so there is no particular limit on calling, like we can call 5 times or 10 times, but any number of time whenever we require it. So any particular code, or you can say any particular query that is reusable, we can actually create a stored procedure of that and reuse it again and again. Now I was talking about that we can also pass certain parameters with the stored procedure. So how we use that, let's just look at it. So we can introduce any number of parameters within any stored procedure, just similar to functions in any programming language, right? And the syntax is, so the basic syntax is similar. Just after writing create proc and proc name, we have to mention the parameters that we pass, right? So the syntax of those parameters is at the rate, then name of the parameter, space the data type of that parameter, and then using comma separated we can add any number of parameters in it, right? So the example I have shown here, so what I'll write is create proc and then name of proc, then at the rate name. Name will be the field or the parameter that we have passed, and then varchar 20 refers to the data type of that name. Similarly, at the rate age and int. So int is basically the data type and age is the name of the parameter that we have passed. Now inside the body we can use these values, and whenever we will call them we can pass any particular name and age, and those particular values can be used inside the body. So if I have to call that particular stored procedure with the parameters, so it will be called like the name of the procedure, space, the name of the person, and space the age of the person. So I'm talking about this particular example where the stored procedures takes two parameters, that is name and age. So I will pass those two values with space separated in my stored procedure call. Now, whenever I will use this stored procedure, these particular values that have been entered in the call will be used in the body of the creation of stored procedure, right? So now another thing we need to take care while calling stored procedures with certain parameters, that the order of the parameters is very important. So what do I mean by this is that while creation, if my first parameter that I've entered is a name column, then I have to enter the name only first in my stored procedure call, so that that particular mapping can be done in the same fashion, right? So I think that's all with the basics and creation of the stored procedure. In the next video, we will be talking about more such methods that are involved in the store procedure. And till then, keep subscribing and add more Festones into your knowledge garland, and please keep subscribing. Thank you.